What's up, everybody? Your boy Ghetto Greg from Punchingbagskunk YouTube channel. We got an exciting show here today for you. It's like 3 shows crammed into one. We're going to start off with talking about Laila Ali and her comments that she made against my girl, Claressa Shields, on the awards show. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Shakur Stevenson and his... I usually beat up Shakur Stevenson, but he's talking about Tank Davis in this latest video, and it makes a lot of sense to me. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on what Shakur Stevenson said about Tank Davis, and we're also going to talk about what Terence Crawford said about the shocking comments he said about Tank Davis with the gangster lane. We're going to talk about that. We got a lot to talk about today. These niggas just going crazy. Anyway, we're going to get to all of that, but first I want to do a quick shout out to my boy Charles Farrell for sending me this awesome shirt of my best friend Mitch Blood Green, the legend Mitch Blood Green from Charles Farrell. I want to say thank you, Charles Farrell, for sending me this nice t-shirt. Matter of fact, I'm going to call Mitch later on today. I want to also say thank you to Vlad TV. Vlad from Vlad TV, I want to say thanks, man, for always treating Ghetto Greg for Punchingbagskunk Boxing Media at the Vlad Studios. I want to also say thank you to Evan from Vlad TV for always making things easier for me in the transition and travel and all that stuff. I want to say thanks to Evan, and more especially I want to say thanks to Vlad for all the hospitality you guys always show Punchingbagskunk Boxing Media. All right, we're going to get to the show right after this.
Everything that God put me through, I was built for it. Everything I got, it worked hard for the bill to know it. Demon 750 rolling hard, I'ma keep short. Streets to the red carpet ride, yo, you bitch know it. The skunk destroys the punk to stop it. The truth is sunk, the boat of nonsense. They lean and ox and fiend a little bit. The skunk be shining bright a little bit. Boy, Ghetto Greg, Punchingbagskunk.
I want to say, like, considering Laila Ali, like, I got a problem with well, you know, I don't like the way she treats Claressa Shields. I just don't like it. It's almost like that she kind of, I feel that Laila Ali, shut up, boy. I feel that Laila Ali talks down to Claressa Shields. Who the hell are you to talk down to Laila Ali, to talk down to Claressa Shields? Who the hell are you? To me, Claressa Shields is way more accomplished than you. So way more accomplished than you. As far as I'm concerned, you only one you ever beat was with a name or was Christy Martin, or a good fighter was Christy Martin, and Christy and you weighed her by 50 pounds. All right, so you're not your father. You know what I mean? So I don't know who the hell, why you think you can talk down to Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields is more accomplished than you. Without your father, you don't. Who are you? Without your name, who are you? Nothing. Claressa Shields made her own name. You carry your father's name. It's gonna say where it is. So who are you to get up there all arrogant all the time and try to talk down to Claressa Shields? Like, listen, I'll tell you guys, you're not gonna crack on none of my people. Claressa Shields or Tank Davis or Virgil Ortiz. They're my 3 favorites. And if you talk about them, you're gonna get on my bad side. I'm not Fanad or Show. It's nothing fair about my channel. Okay, let's get that clear. This is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship. You don't try to put on my damn channel. I'll talk about who I want when I want. And there's no favor. How do I put this? There's favorites here. Okay, I know everybody wants to be like this neutral, blah 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 blah. But no, not here. Not here. Punchingbagskunk. I'll put what the hell I want to put on my channel, and I'll like who I want. I'll show favoritism, who the hell I want, all that. My guys are Tank Davis. Everyone knows that. But the glove up there is autographed by him. Tank Davis, Virgil Ortiz, and my girl is Claressa Shields. So fuck Laila Ali. Laila Ali ain't nothing compared to Claressa Shields in my book. So shut the hell up, Laila Ali. Without your last name, you're like NICO Ali. Actually. Well, you're a little more than NICO Ali, because NICO Ali can't really fight. But I'm saying, it's the name. NICO Ali is the name. Laila Ali is the name. Without that, you're not nowhere near where Claressa Shields is. So shut your mouth. Let's just listen to a little bit of what Laila was saying.
If you diet down, if you get a nutritionist, I'm looking at your body. I said, because when I was 168, I was a lean 168. I couldn't get any smaller. Now, I'm 200 pounds right now, Andre.
It's 24.
So I'm saying I'm a big girl. People don't realize, like, physically, I got big hands, I got big feet. I'm big.
Yeah, I don't care. I want to hear what you're
She
talking
hit me before her fights. And I just remember going and promoting a cookbook and my cookbook and going on the Breakfast Club. You asked me what happened.
I remember that.
And they asked me about Claressa, like they asked me about women's boxing. I said nice things about her, like I always did. And then they ended up asking me, would I ever come back? And I said, there's no reason to. I said, I don't see anybody there that inspires me to want that.
How does Claressa not inspire you? Claressa is she's the GOAT. Claressa Shields is the GOAT of boxing. Period. But my thing is like
It already talked about me, and she started.
My thing is she kind of tries to act like she's giving Claressa advice, like I'm a big sister type, and I'm giving you advice. Claressa don't need your advice. Alright, she don't need. Claressa she did everything herself. She didn't have a name to fall back on. She didn't have all that stuff. She came. What that song by Drake? Now I'm here. You know, I'm not really up on the new rap game, but you know that song. That Claressa came up through her own hard work and coattails. She didn't go to these fancy gyms that you had, Laila Ali. So stop trying to talk down to Claressa Shields. You can't give her no. If I was Claressa, I wouldn't take any advice and nothing. You don't be talking down to me. I don't like when people try to talk down to me. You never try to talk down to me. Like there's channels over here that got more subscribers than me. Alright? All the big boxing channels, don't ever try to come talk down to me. First of all, I'm a pro fighter. Half you jackasses never been in the ring. That's the first thing. Second thing, even if you have been in the ring, I don't give a damn who you are. Don't ever try to talk down to Ghetto Greg. Alright? Don't ever try to put me go in the back of the bus. I don't go in the back of the bus. I say in the front of the bus. So Laila Ali, stop trying to put Claressa Shields in the back of the bus. You ain't better than her. Claressa Shields is better than you. And if I had to put my money, she'll whoop your ass. Period. Boom. Shakur Stevenson. Now, I got a long history of beating Shakur Stevenson up because Shakur Stevenson has a style that I don't like. Alright? I'm from the old Ossie Johnson. Hands up. That's why I like Virgil Ortiz. Hands up, bring the fight. Whop, whop, bring the fight. That's the school I'm from. So all that Floyd Mayweather, that jump, all that I call it fencing, tap dancing around and going the distance, all that junk. I think you have to be in boxing. You have to be a fighter first and then a boxer. If you become a boxer first, you're never going to be able to become a fighter. You'll just stay a boxer. If you become a boxer first, because you have to be a fighter first. So a fighter, I'll rip your head off. You have to be the fighter first, then you teach the fighter how to box. But what's happening today is that people, X's and O's, left, right, hook, teaching the kids how to box, and they're not developing a fight mentality, they're not developing the fighting heart, they're not developing the killer instinct. There's no killer instinct left in boxing. So now you got a generation of millennials walking around, not even millennials, Generation Z, whatever the hell it is, the young kids sitting around tap dancing and fencing all day because there's no fighter left. There's only boxers left. That's why I don't like Shakur's style. But aside from that, he and I beat him up all the time because of the two track meets that he had. But look, he said some good things in the video. I watched his video, and everyone knows Tank's my favorite fighter, and I always say Tank will kill him, and I still think Tank will beat him. But I just think that he has some valid points when he talks about, and I'm not going to play the whole video, but I'm just going to play a couple seconds of it. But when he says stuff like, Tank, look, I believe, Tank's my favorite fighter, but I do believe, that his handlers, whether it's Leonard Ellaby or whoever it may be, Al Heyman, whoever it may be, behind the scenes, squandering his greatness. Potential greatness. I should say potential greatness. They're squandering his potential greatness. This is his favorite, his number one fan. Go on my archive. I got tons of videos where I'm, Lord in the prayer, I'm a Tank fan. Alright, so So I'm saying that they are squandering this guy's potential greatness. You have to face adversity to ascend to the top upper echelon, or no one's going to remember you. All right, no one's going to remember you 50 years down the line. You have to fight the iron, the toughest guys. You can't just cherry pick and get the money and run with the money, which is what most fighters do today. They just want to get the least resistance, get the least risk, get the most money, and that's how they figure they're doing good. You're not doing good. You're not creating legacy by doing that. What you're creating is nothing. You're making money, but it ain't about money. Anyway, when people go, it is about money. No, it ain't. People that say that, you don't know nothing about boxing, you're an idiot. But anyway, that's a whole nother video. What Shakur Stevenson said that that they signed the contracts and they should be, look, they should fight. And I believe Shakur when he says that I believe him when he says that he's looking for the fight. I don't necessarily think that Tank is looking for the fight. Tank, you're my man, but I don't think that that's priority. But I got to defend my peeps. Even that he changed the subject. Even that video where he got the Rico Suave haircut, where everybody's roasting him for that. You know what I mean? I don't know how I'm gonna defend that, but I'm trying to defend that, Tank. But you make it kind of hard to defend you when you take pictures like this with the Rico Suave haircut. Anyway, let's listen to a little bit of Shakur Stevenson.
To you because in boxing it's one of the biggest fights that can be made alongside Canelo Crawford. The Haney Garcia rematch is also a massive fight now because of everything that's gone on there. Yourself and Tank's probably one of the top 3 or 4 fights that can be made. How exciting of a prospect is that in your own mind though, that you could be involved in a fight like that within the sport?
Honestly, I think me and Tank is the biggest fight. I think it's stylistically something that over time, like over the years, you had like the Ali, the Frazier, like power versus skill versus defense. You want to see the guy that.
I like you, Shakur, but you can't compare you and Tank to Ali Frazier for a couple of reasons. First of all, you're not Ali, and Ali didn't run like you. Ali was a boxer, puncher, but Ali would stand there. He wasn't afraid to take shots. Especially in his older years when he landed ropes and rope-a-dope. So you can't really compare that. I'm not trying to cherry pick and pick on the kid. I'm just saying when you make comments like that, it sounds as silly as when Floyd says, I'm greater than Muhammad Ali, because Ali lost to Leon Spinks with only 7 fights. And here, Floyd Mayweather, I hope you hear this, or someone gets it to you. You're an idiot for saying that, son, because I'm going to tell you why. Because Leon Spinks was an Olympic gold medalist. All right, so he's not a guy with 7 fights. He's a guy with over 200 fights as an amateur and international experience. That's called experience, dumbass. So you can't say Ali lost a guy with 7 fights and think that justifies you with 50 wins. I know plenty of fights with 50 anyway. I don't want to get sidetracked. Let's get back to Shakur Stevenson.
With all the power, very aggressive, fight the guy with the defense and got the IQ. And we want to see how good Tank is too. Like, we don't really know how good he is. Yes, he looked good with the people that he's in front of, but how good is he? And the same thing could go for me too. Like, you could say like, oh, I haven't been in the ring with a Tank Davis caliber.
I like that. See, hear what he just said? Like, he's saying that he wants to fight. Like, he's saying that, yeah, they can say that about me too. We need each other. He's basically saying we need each other. Tank and Shakur need each other. They have to fight. This is time. If you want to compare this one, compare it to Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, even though he's not Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard is one of my all-time favorite fighters. But when Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard, the fans didn't have to chase them down and corner them and say, fight. They wanted to fight each other because they knew this guy was considered the best. I'm considered the best. I want to be the best. That's what fighters did back then. They fight whoever's out there that is the best. Tommy was annihilating people. Sugar Ray Leonard was annihilating people, even though he came up to lost against Roberto Duran, but he was considered right there at the top. Tommy was right at the top, undefeated. They fought. That's what made it a boxing extravaganza. That's why it's a fight that people will look at for years to come. I watch it on a regular. It's just one of the greatest fights ever. So you got to make these fights to make great legendary fights. So I dig what Shakur is saying right there when he says, you can say that about me too. I want, but he wants the big fights. Tank, let's fight. You know what I mean? Never mind about money. At some point, it's not about money. That's why I try to tell you, stupid jackass. I'm not going to go on a rant about money. I got too many videos about this where you guys are missing the whole point of boxing. It's about something deeper than money. Okay? It's about honor, respect. It's about all kinds of other honorable things. It's not about money. Money makes it cheap like the Kardashians. Cheap like TikTok. Cheap like today's Generation Z. Cheap like everything else that's artificial today. That's what it makes it. It's not like it used to be back in the day when guys fought for things that were noble. Anyway, I'm not going to go too deep into philosophical stuff. I'm just saying, this guy, and I beat Shakur Stevenson up all the time, but I can't really beat him up on this. See, the kid is right about this.
Look, bro, a fighter. So why not find out? Let's see. It's a question mark for both of us. Let's make it happen.
I'm surprised, Shakur, as well, that we had the award ceremony on Saturday. Didn't see any videos of you crossing paths with Devin Haney, Teefim Lopez. I know they're a weight above you now, but still in your...
That sound like my boy Ben Doherty. Hey, what's up, Ben? Ben from England, my man. Shout out to Ben Doherty. That's my innocent homeboy. Listen, I'll close on the Shakur Stevenson thing. Look, I just feel that that's the fight to me. I don't want to hear no other fight with Tank or Shakur. If you guys love the game and you like to preserve the integrity of boxing, okay, you guys will get in the ring or find a way to get in the ring. Never mind about the money and contracts and all that stuff. Never mind about all that. You will find a way to give the fans what they want. Most fans want to see this fight. Across demographics, across racial ethnicity, you know what I'm trying to say. Across all that stuff. Racial disparities, whatever. Across the general boxing fan want to see Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis. And if that fight doesn't happen, or if it happens way past the expiration date, in other words, if the fight is spoiled, all right? If it's like old milk and it's spoiled, in other words, if it becomes the Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, it's robbing the boxing public. That's what destroys boxing. Fight when you guys are at your peak powers. Don't wait and rob the public of what could be a great, legendary matchup. You gotta wait till Tank's too old or Shakur's beat up or gets an L or all that junk. What you do is you fight at the top of the thing, and then there's no controversy on who's the best. You know what I mean? You want to fix boxing, and I know I said this about. I'm all over the place today. I know I said about Turki Al-Shiki being great for boxing and all that stuff, and I still feel to a certain extent he's great for boxing. What makes him great for boxing is that he's trying to put these great fights together now without them having to argue about money. So if Turki Al-Shiki gives an offer to two fighters to meet in the ring and they don't do that, then you know they're jackasses and they don't give a shit about boxing because it's not about the money. What's happening is they can always hide behind the money. I'm just trying to take care of my family. I'm just trying to do this and that. I gotta get the most money I can get. You know, that junk. So they hide behind that. But Turki Al-Shiki said, no, money's not an issue. You want to fight? You want to fight? Here it is. Boom. So if Turki Al-Shiki says fight and they don't fight, then you know right there. Anyone that turns down that, I'm telling you, the jackass, they don't give a damn about the game. All right, let's move on. We're going to Terence Crawford. I'm gonna play this. First, I'm gonna say before I play the clip of Terence Crawford, I just want to say this is chilling, man. I'm from the hood, man. I'm a hood dude. I've been to the joint. I got 4 years in the joint. This dude, I believe him. I believe Terence Crawford in his video. So I would say, Tank, I know you're a Baltimore boy, and I always say don't mess with the Baltimore boys and all that stuff. But this Cornhusker, I don't want to call him a Cornhusker, that sounds disrespectful. But this Terence Crawford don't sound like he's playing around. Think you leave that dude alone. Tank, I think you should leave. I know he's doing them tweets about his kid, his wife, and he's cracking out saying his wife is 380 pounds. I heard that, you said that, and saying you got all the kids. I mean, you bring a family. Look, leave Terence Crawford alone, Tank. I think you should just leave him alone. Let's just leave it at that. Let's listen to what he said, though. Chilling.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck. If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck.
Hey. Chilling. Hey, Jake, man, I don't know, man. You know, I don't want to go on a whole nother rant because the video is getting a little bit too long. I wanted to keep it to 20 minutes. But to tell you the truth, man, this to me reminds me of, it's embarrassing to me as a black man. And I don't want to get too political, but I'm saying, you know, who is threatening each other in the ring? Like, and I'm not telling Terence what to do, or I don't care what, I don't give a damn what no one does. You know what I mean? You don't threaten me. I don't give a damn. But I'm saying, I think there's a bigger picture here, guys. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Shakur, Tank threatening Shakur threatening Tank, Terence threatening Tank. Like, it's always like Haney, and it's always like the brothers are always, it's on another level. Like, back in the day, we had rivalries, but the rivalries was in the ring. They wasn't in the street. They wasn't personal. It was just like, I'm better than you. I'll kick your ass. Like that. But now it seems like it goes somewhere else. And it seems like it only goes somewhere else when it's us. Okay? See, you don't see Mexicans saying, I'll break your neck. I see you at the club. I'm going to shoot you. You don't see that kind of foolishness with Mexicans. Or other Hispanics, or Puerto Ricans, or Russians, or you only see it with us. So now look, come in the comments if you think that's not the case, then maybe I'm not. Look, I'm down for correction. You correct me. Let me know. But it seems to me that it's only us that get into that kind of stuff. I'll break your neck. I see you in the street. Like we're talking about boxing here, boys. You know what I mean? We're not street urchins. We're not thugs. After you son of guns think you're thugs anyway, you're not thugs. Suckers, check right in the PC. You know, I think we need to stop with all that stuff. You know, it's like, it's just is doing that. You know, and I don't see no one else doing it, right? But no one. It's just all fighting and threatening other, you know, and no one else does that. Well, I guess I guess it is what it is. That's why I say old school fighters had things like class, honor, respect. And today's fighters are just a bunch of jackasses. I truly feel that boxing lost something with this new era. Something that was under the surface that was great, and now it's lost forever. You know what I mean? Which is why we can have guys like Jake Paul, and I'm gonna end on this. I defend Jake Paul on a lot of videos, but he's taking advantage of what he can. So you can't get mad at him for taking advantage of what he can. Jake Paul couldn't exist in 1970. You understand? He couldn't exist. The boxing game was so tight and honorable and stuff that he couldn't exist. If he came up, he'd be a clown. They say, get the hell out, go to wrestling. Take your ass to wrestling. All right? That's where we sent the clowns to wrestling. And even though Jake's somewhat good for boxing, he gets fighters paid and everything, but he is on that clown side. He's on the new school side. He's on the nerd side. He's the millennial. He's the new school. I'm old school. I remember when it wasn't about money, when fighters retired and they didn't have no money, but they had legacy, belts. People loved them. Is people really gonna love these guys like Floyd and Canelo 100 years from now? I don't know. I don't know. My point is, there's fighters that the fight fans loved. I'm not sure if the guys that just get in and get the money and get out of the game and rip the game, to get in, take the money out of the game and rip it. You know what I mean? Which is what my boy Tank Davis is kind of doing. By everyone knows you should be fighting other guys. So by you just keep taking the Martins and all these guys and knocking them out, and you're not challenging yourself, and you're not you're not doing what you need to be doing to build your legacy to be a great all-time fighter. If you're walking on your toes a little bit, so be it. Be on your toes and be great and be a legendary fighter. Than to be walking around with all your facilities, but a jackass that raped the game. Didn't give a damn about the game. Yeah, I just got mad just now. And then that would bring me on another 20 minutes. So I'm going to end the video right here and say, hey guys, thanks for following the Punchingbagskunk brand. And we will see you next time.